Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Got Gaming. This boy Sunny and we are back with another video. This one's gonna be a little bit different. It's more just me talking to you about things that I want in FIFA 18 career mode, and hopefully they implement them into the game. Little things that I want implemented, little details would be implemented. It'd be great. It'd be great to see. Also, if you guys have any ideas, let me know in that comment section below. Also, shout out of the day goes out to Alex Owen, who also has been commenting in the comment section below on a few videos. So I appreciate the support, Alex. If you guys want to shout out of the day, link in the description down below. Follow me on Twitter, and when I tweet out to you guys, just say me, alright? I'm going to ask you guys who wants a shout out randomly when I record videos, and then whoever responds gets a shout out. But moving straight to the video, smash that like button down below if you enjoy the video. That would be appreciated straight away, alright? Number 10, you could call it. Cutscenes, alright? I want cutscenes in career mode. Just a little press conference would do, alright? Not this little selection for the press conference. I mean, like, literally seeing them with the board behind them. I'm going to refer to my own career mode, the Man United career mode. When I first started in FIFA 17, you guys have probably seen it. If you haven't, go ahead and check it out. I'll put it up on the eye there right now. Basically, I made my own press conferences for myself when I'm talking to people separately for myself. I done that personally. Why don't EA do that for me? I'd take a little time out editing to do that for my video, and EA can't do it for a video, for a game what people are paying for. EA, fix it. Fix it. Little award ceremonies, press conferences, that would be great. Little cutscenes there. They're doing it in the journey already. Why not take that template, put it in career mode, and yeah, you'll just be the best game ever, FIFA, if you've done that. I mean, take it from PES. Alright, PES have got this, but they don't have the gameplay. FIFA's got the gameplay, but they don't have the cutscenes. Take them both, put them into one game, release that game. Someone do it right now. I want 50% shares. Alright, I want 50% shares. Moving into number 9. What? Number 9? Number 9. Record breakers. I want record breakers in the game, so you'd be able to break like how many goals have been scored in the European games like ever, like Champions League or Europa League. Be able to score how many goals have been scored in a team, like Wayne Rooney so close to beating Sir Bobby Charlton's 249 goals. Could be real, could be a realistic record breaker there if someone stays at the club long enough. You never know, you bring him up through the youth, keep playing him until he's 30 odd, and then he breaks the record. It's just realistic. Alright, apparently Rashford's going to break Rooney's record. Just going to throw that one out there. Most assists in the season, most clean sheets in the season. That's just little things you can refer back to when you talk of record breakers. Online co-op career mode comes in at number 8. And I'm not talking about online career mode. Online co-op career mode. So with your mates, alright? So between 2 and 4 players. Between 2 and 4 players. I can't stress this enough. If there is more than 4 players, it will get too much, yo. And when you start off, you obviously choose the players. So it's like a friendly, it's like head-to-head seasons with your mate, except for you're on career mode, so you're both making decisions and transfers and stuff like that. It'd just be crazy, man. It would take career mode to another level. Plus, it gives it a co-op aspect, an online aspect. It would be great, man. It would be great. But the way people are saying online career mode, it just wouldn't work. It wouldn't work because obviously one of us would have to be Man United, the other one would have to be City. You'd have to have one player per team in the whole Premier League and one player per team in the Bundesliga, one player per team in the La Liga. Because think about it, once it gets to Champions League football and everything, and then when I buy Aguero, the Man City manager, I'd have to accept it, and then he'd have to be available for games and such, etc. It just wouldn't work. Alright, online career mode wouldn't work. If it did work, it would basically be your ultimate team, and then what's the point of it being career mode? You know what I mean? But anyway, moving on to number 7. Am I on number 7? Yeah, number 7, kit editor, alright? And by kit editor, I don't mean go crazy and put your face as the badge of the kit. The badge stays the same, alright? What I think they should do is probably give you 3 sponsors at the end of every career mode. They did this in FIFA 08. They used to let you choose sponsors and stuff, which will actually allocate to your transfer budget, which was a good idea. I think they should do that again. And yeah, they'll give you 3 sponsors. I think you should have a choice between each one, and each one would change your kit. So whichever one you choose changes your kit. You could choose to either stay with the same one, which would keep your kit the same, change to another one, which would change your kit a little bit, or change with another one, which will change your kit a little bit. I'm not saying change your kit completely, because that just wouldn't happen realistically, but little changes, and then over time it will start changing into a completely different kit. You just never know. know, just not the colours, you know what I mean, not the badge, just not the stuff that are made to be that team in a way, if you know what I mean. But anyway, moving on to number 6, stadium editor, or build your own stadium. So you can basically slowly progress as a League 2 team, bringing that team up, and you still play at the smallest stadium ever in the FIFA. Mate, if you're playing Champions League football, from coming from League 2 in a Road to Glory type career mode, and now you're in the Champions League final, but the maximum attendance of your home ground is 10,000 people. Yeah? EA, fix it. Alright, let us progress and use our transfer budget. If you want us to use our transfer budget, we'll use our transfer budget as long as we can make our stadiums bigger slowly. Alright, like give it a little bit of a limit. Like every 3 months you can build 1 stand, or every 9 months you can build 1 stand. Something like that. Just something with a limit rather than people just going bang, jumping up to 20,000 million attendance, 20 billion basically, in a year. So yeah, that wouldn't happen. So simulation mid-game effect coming in at number 5, and people don't know what I'm talking about when I say simulation mid-game effect. What I'm actually talking about is when you simulate a game. Mid-game effect is you go in mid-game. You'll be able to actually jump into the game and try and affect the scoreline. You know what I mean? So if you're losing 2-1 in the 70th minute, you jump into the game and try and make a comeback rather than just watching the screen and hoping that they can come back. And also show the players moving around like they're doing Football Manager. I mean, they used to do that. They used to show the football players moving around, the little dots and stuff like that. They just took a lot out of the game for some reason. Moving on to position training, a goal which needs to be reached, and it's made, and then that position's made available is what I've wrote down. So basically what I mean is, if you train that player during training to play that role, and he has to literally progress, there's like a bar, like a goal bar, and he has to progress in that bar to reach that goal, and then he could play that position, as easy as that. And it's obviously not going to happen as quick as me telling you it's going to happen, but as easy as it, just progressing to the end of that bar, bang bang boogie, you got yourself a centre mid when he used to be a striker. You know what I mean? Just literally do that. Little position changes, these little details. Moving on to Youth Academy depth, and what all they give us right now is a rating, potential, nationality, and a name. Am I right? That's all they give us at the moment, and probably a position or loads of positions that they can play, and you get to choose one out of that. Like, you don't even know what that position is. It's just loads all over the place until you actually sign that youth player. What I mean by Youth Academy depth is not what they think I'm talking about. I'm talking about youth cups, youth FA cups, under 19 cups, under 23 reserve games that people can play. So you can put 2, I think it's over 23, I think it's 2 over 23 players you can put in under 23 games. So you can put Bastian Schweinsteiger and Wayne Rooney in there for 1 week. You know what I mean? If you're not going to play them in the first team, so they don't actually get unhappy and get homesick, which I'm moving on to, at the club. And also, when it comes to like youth depths as well, I would like to see in-depth reports, more like what they're doing at the club, how they're playing at the club, you know what I mean, like what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, if they're the best player in the under 23s at the moment, stuff like that. That would be appreciated. It would just be appreciated. But yeah, youth cups would add a lot to the game, and reserve leagues as well, like under 23 leagues and stuff like that. That would be great. And hype around the non-league players. Moving on to that, hype around non-league players. It's not a secret that Arsenal's just signed 7 divisions lower than the actual noticed English leagues. Bramall, alright, Bramall, from a 7 division lower league. Bramall, and they've just signed him just like that. Arsenal, one of the biggest clubs in Europe, and that's as a Man United fan, let's just take it as facts, alright? One of the biggest clubs in Europe has just signed Bramall. Nobody knew who he was until Arsenal signed him. So give us some more hype around non-league players, and then you sign them, and there could be random, random, please get rid of potential, by the way. There could be randomly generated. So there could be either the next Ronaldo, the next Messi, or there could be floppier than Fellaini's hair when he's running, mate. It could be anything they want, as long as they bring that into the game. And also, talking about transfers and bringing in players, etc., asking price for players, branching from that, alright? Put in an asking price on a player. If you want to sell Wayne Rooney, and every freaking team comes in with 40 million for Wayne Rooney, 45 million for Wayne Rooney. But what you're thinking is, no, I want about 80, 90 million for Wayne Rooney. Then put a bloody asking price on him. It's not that hard, EA. Put an asking price on him. It just fizzles out all that little build up to getting nothing, and these freaking talks breaking down. I don't want to see that, EA. I don't want to see it. Take that out of the game right now. If they can pay the money in 110 million or whatever it was when I was trying to sell someone in one of my career modes, but they can't pay the wages, mate, there's something wrong there, alright? There's something wrong there. Anyway, also branching from that transfer talks as well and asking price, etc. Buyback clause, PX for players and ask for money rather than always have to give money, and buyout clauses as well. I want to see that in FIFA 18 career mode. That would be great. Create your own team as well. This is the last one of this list. Create your own team. A non-league team which has literally just been promoted to League 2. That's all I want, alright? Create your own team, and it's basically a non-league team that has just been promoted to League 2, and you start from League 2 at the bottom of the division. Probably the worst rated. You can start with 45 rated players, 35 rated players. I don't care, as long as I get to create my own team and start at the bottom of the table. If you want, you can start mid-season and at the bottom of the table and try to work your way out of relegation, and the next season try to work into mid-table, whatever. Set goals for that league. I don't know. But anyway, put it in the game. But that is my top, what I want for FIFA 18 in career mode in FIFA 18, you know what I mean? But that is my top 10. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, smash the like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you are new. It has been me. You guys have been great. Comment in the comment section what you guys want to see, and I'll catch you in a bit. Peace.